How's it going, everyone? It is Thursday, October 17th, 2024. Let's get into the picks from the video yesterday, which was Lunar. So ended up taking Lunar over here, and let's zoom into this M5 chart. So I took Lunar right around here, 846. I took the, I believe the $7 calls expiring on the 15th. So month out here. Stock has pulled back, tested this opening low over here, this level. So tested around the 8 EMA and is finding a little bit of support, getting some relative strength, and starting to rally up. So nice move here. We got it on a pullback. It still has to break through this. Whoops. Let's see if I can do this right. Still has to break through this downward sloping trend line here. All right. See if I can draw that right. There we go. So we got to break through that downward sloping trend line. Let's zoom out here on a longer term basis. So it's made a decent move up here, so had to pull back, digest some of these gains, and then I might make that next leg higher. But we got on a pullback, so pretty good price. Pretty good chance to scratch out. We're not chasing at the high over here. So nice move on Lunar. Dash. So Dash was able to take profits on the open. Now originally I had break even, and then before the market opened, I was checking what to see the market did. I saw we had a gap up. Dash had gapped up to around 51.50. So just looking at an options pricing calculator, I saw that Dash was able to be a profitable trade. So I actually moved my target to $1.25, so try to take 25%, and then actually got a nice fill at $1.36, so I got a 36% win. So nice win on Dash on that gap up. It's still looking decent. It has held throughout that market move down. This is a potentially nice move up here on the stock, breaking through this level. Want to be bullish cross. So nice stuff on Dash over here. Okay, and we are still in Oracle. I like what Oracle has done as well. So it didn't really sell off with the market too much today. And it is challenging this high over here. So if I zoom out, maybe to an M30, you can see testing this high minus trend line. That's going to come up pretty soon. So I like the move on Oracle. We got a new buy signal today. Stock had pulled back, found some support below over here, and then popped back up to the range. So we're pretty close. We're slightly under on this stock. I think if we had bought it again, kind of on that break of support, on that pullback over here, we would be actually in profit managing the trade. But is what it is. Still like the trade. Still think it has a chance to go higher. Spent a couple of days digesting this move that really started on the 3rd. If I look, if we just zoom out here, maybe look at an hourly chart. Okay, so this is the move from the 4th over here. Here's the move up. Here's our pullback. Held half of those gains, really. And then we are starting to move up higher. We'll see if we can break through or not, if we actually do get the market tailwind for that to happen. But I like what I see in the stock so far, so I'm going to keep an eye on it today. And if the market is bullish today, I would like to see it break that new high right here and test that level. But if the market is bearish, I may have to withstand a bit of a downtrend. I like to see that relative strength and then have Oracle move back up. Okay, so let's take a look at what the market is doing. First, a couple of big things overnight. Retail sales came out slightly positive, about 0.4 expected, or 0.4 actuals versus 0.4 expected overall. Excluding autos, 0.5 versus 0.1 expected. So Nice win on retail sales. We had TSM earnings that came out that were generally positive. Here's the reaction on TSM earnings. Stock is doing pretty well today. Up on the open. Semis were strong on that pop as well. Nice potential setup on TSM over here. I am going to set a LRSI alert on this. Oh, I already have one. That's what I thought. So let me just clear that. Set this. And we are going to set an end of day alert right here. I think this could set up pretty well. Got a little burst of relative strength. Get a 1 OP bullish crossover here. I've been testing out these 1 OP crosses on stocks, and these divergences are really nice where we're hugging the high of the day here and not moving up. I think this could be a nice move for the stock over here. So I'm watching for. Same, but similar thing on SPY here. We have this bullish move early on the open, and stock, we got that cross here. So I'm a little bit wary right now. We're going to wait and see what happens, but getting ahead of myself here. So overall, D1 market gapped up to a new all-time high. Again, long-term fundamentally, nothing has changed too much. Long-term technically, nothing has changed too much. We're still bullish on those fronts. Short-term technically here, I think this is the first kind of chink in the armor, first bearish trend day, where we actually made a new all-time high pretty soon, which is nice. So I think this will be a key day to determine, if we're going to continue upward or if we may drift sideways. So if we take a look at, let's look at the current, when the market was doing an uptrend, it broke out, and then it was in a compression for a little while. So this is all in September, right? So here's this reversal on the 11th. Right, boom, 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 boom. Really strong move here. Then market slowly starts to gain higher, and then this is, I believe, that breakout to a new all-time high. Previous all-time high was 565. So here's the breakout, and then you can see, first of all, we have this very low volume, choppy, chunky price action, right? That's going sideways, We're establishing a range, and then we finally actually get the breakout over here on the 9th over here, pre-CPI, and then we have that continuation. So what I wanted to see is this going to be the beginning of some sort of horizontal range, or are we actually going to continue upwards? So that is really the question, and these intraday trends are going to help us determine that. So if we get these low volume, tiny, tiny mixed candles on the D1, let's zoom out here, right? So here's the initial move, right? You can see it start to wane. Gap up popped up here. See these little tiny bodied candles on the D1, super low volume, not going anywhere. Okay, that tells us that we're probably going to go sideways for a bit, maybe not break out of this range here. This is another example here where we get that move, and then we start to move sideways. Market really doesn't move price-wise for a couple of days. We're going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So that's sort of the next possibility in terms of what a compression might look like. All right, so that's our short-term bias. Still mildly bullish on the short term. Intraday here, I am mildly bearish. So let's explain why. Market, first of all, gapped up to a new all-time high. Red candle, good volume on these, a little bit of a tail on that. So we got some buyers biting into this red candle, get a bit of a pop, hold half of this move, test VWAP, smack down. Okay, new low of the day, test the gap. Another high over here, smack down, new low of the day, and we pretty much fill in the gap over here. So we have a mildly bearish trend. Now this is a couple things here. First, gap up to a new all-time high that reverses. Okay, that is set up for a gap reversal bearish trend. But you can see that buyers are coming in, buyers are coming in, buyers are coming in. So this is a stubborn move lower. It's a weak bearish channel, and we want to see really if the market is what's it called? The market's really going to roll over, or we are actually going to kind of gobble this up and start to shoot higher. So right now, to me, the market is still in a bearish trend. We could be flattening out into an LPTE sort of day. Now, if it's an LPTE day, that has bullish implications on the shorter term market trend. Why? Because we have this gap down that gets smacked down, but then instead of it being a bearish trend day, like we saw, I think 2 days ago, right? So it's not the same exact pattern, but instead of it being a bearish trend day like this, if we get some sort of LPTE day, what that really tells us is that buyers and sellers are square off, and buyers are willing to buy at this price, even though we just were near the all-time high. So that's what that tells us. Now, if we do have a bearish trend day, that tells us that, all right, sellers are in control. We're probably not likely to move up as much. So that's kind of what we're seeing here. And in terms of what to do intraday, what to trade, not a lot of great stocks, in my opinion, to trade right now. It's a good day to wait. Look at this volume. Pretty much after I don't know, this third bar. So after the first 3 bars, garbage volume. This was a high volume candle. This is how you know it's a fake out, right? Like, look at this long candle versus this candle. This is a very low volume pop, which tells us that, okay, I mean, we can move the price around. There's just not a lot of activity one way or the other. So we can get these long candles because it's pretty easy for price to be moved around here on SPY. This high volume doji, sign that buyers and sellers are spared off. You sometimes see these at support or resistances over here. Lots of tails at this level. So we've got poked down and then we flushed back in. So this tells us that we are pretty established at this range. Yeah, we're pretty established at this range over here. So we'll have to see what this bearish cycle brings. Before I get long, I want to wait out this bearish cycle and get a nice 1P bullish cross that ideally has a higher low, maybe somewhere over here. That would be a nice buying opportunity for me. Now, if this does produce and we actually break through, maybe we test over here. That would be a bearish case and potentially look for some shorts. This would be a good time to maybe look at some day trade shorts. So that's what I'm going to look or suggest right now. But, you know, there's not too much going on, really. Good day not really to do too much. So I'm going to highlight a couple of shorts for today. First one here, Rexer. This was a nice one. Stock is moving down here. Compress, 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 compress. Not doing a whole lot. So I think if this stock can get through that low of the day, we may be in good shape. I'm going to zoom out here, see if there's any kind of TA coming into play. I think the best way for me to do that is go here. Actually setting up pretty decently well right now. Okay, yeah. So it has a ton of volume, so it can get through a lot of big TA candles. Okay. So this is obviously a pretty big level here. Maybe the high of this candle potentially be, or even the open of this candle. See how that's providing some support. Not a whole lot though. It's through a lot of levels here. Massive R-vol candle. So this is like a 5x. Yeah, 5x R-vol candle. But we're getting pretty high R-vol today here. Already at like 1.5. Yeah. So Rexer is pretty nice. I liked mRNA. Nope. It's my NUE alert. All right, here's mRNA. So here's mRNA on the D1 chart. Nice bearish trend. I really don't know what this is. I don't want to remove drawings here. Huh. Interesting. Well, anyways, here's mRNA. We're pretty much right on this low from October 11th, 55.70. You can see how we're finding some support here, just hugging the bottom of this level. So on a breakdown over here, I think mRNA looks pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I think I am most likely going to go with Rexer if it can get through that low of the day. I think that's going to be my pick of the day. Rexer as a day trade short. Yep, Rexer is a day trade short. Just got my mRNA alert, so you can see it's breaking through that trend line. Nice volume, decent volatility. Rexer is a little bit more of a mover here, so because it has that post earnings movement. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be my day trade pick of the day. So what I'd want to see, have the market below VWAP, and I'd like to see Rexer below this low. So if both of those things can happen, I think we're in good shape. One potential swing long that I'm going to point out here, NUE. Just got the alert for that. So this stock, beautiful breakout today. It is a steel stock, so you have to be careful because there's been a lot of steel news. But what I like about this stock here, through this downward sloping trend line, bottom of the channel, new buy signal, breakout, out of compression through the 200-day SMA. We got some room over here to maybe 163-ish or so. So this is a nice little pullback in the stock. I think I will probably wait for, yeah, some sort of break out of this bullish flag here. Before to get long, but that's a potential swing long over here. If you are swinging this long, you just have to be mindful that if this day ends up being pretty bearish, you may have to hold this for a little bit longer than you think. So I would size it accordingly, maybe size it a little bit smaller than what you're used to. All right, that's it. So Rexer, short pick of the day, breaks the low of the day through VWAP. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll take a look at how this pick did in tomorrow's video.